And we are live. Welcome, everybody. This is day 8. Day 8. Can you believe we've gotten this far already in the workshop? We are doing the most amazing thing today. We are going to be building your biosphere. And you might not know what that is, but it is something that we help you do so that at the end you can walk away with your own flight plan, right? You need a flight plan to take your business from ground level to skyrocket. All right. And how many of you feel a little stuck, a little trapped because you're on the income roller coaster? Have you felt that? Well, we're going to get you off of that. We're going to turn your business into a rocket ship today. And I want to know if you're excited about that. If you have been here since the beginning, since day one, it was a week ago today that we started this, and there's only one more day left. After today, we only have one more day left. So you have to pay close attention. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of links and things. So keep an eye down here. What we want to have happen for you. We want you guys to know that it's not too late to catch up. Okay. This is the time for you to really say, okay, wait a minute. Let me put everything on hold for the next 48 hours. Okay. If you do that, you could have another $50,000 in your pocket in the next 90 days, $100,000 this year, 200,000. The question is, how big do you want your business to go? Okay. And I feel that what I've been hearing, I've been taking lots of calls over these days. And thank you guys. If you had a call with us or you hopped on a Zoom call, let me know. Let everybody else know. I don't bite. It wasn't scary. Hopefully, you got some really good things out of it. And what we're doing today is really putting everything together into one really great capsule. Okay. And tomorrow we're going to launch. All right. So we are going to launch your $1,000,000 model tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Today, if you're here right now, tell me. Just type hashtag live because we do have a gift for you guys. All those of you, check your messages at the end of the show. We have a gift for you. If you type hashtag live, then we're going to give you something for being here live right now. And if it is your first time, type the number 1 because up above here, there's a link for StreamYard. It's perfectly safe. Click on that. And that way I can look around and click and interact with you and answer your questions. I also want to let you guys know one thing. Now, this is going to be a little bit shorter because I have some appointments after this. So I do want to have one-on-one time with you. All right. Answer your questions. Say, hey, what about my business? Right. I'm showing you all this stuff. You go, well, what about me? Maybe I just started. Maybe I'm not sure if I'm in the right industry. Maybe I don't know what kind of business to do. Right. Maybe you're doing something, you've been doing it for a while, but you just don't love it anymore. Has that happened to you before? You kind of the romance has gone away and it's just like, you just start sleeping in t-shirts and that kind of thing. We got to get away from that, right? We got to sexify your business up. Let's go have some fun with your business, but let's also make some great money. The market is changing. And have you guys noticed? We had a big talk about this today on a Zoom call with people who were hopping on. We'll do hop on Zoom calls tomorrow. All you have to do is at 12 o'clock, you can go to joinconnie.com. We'll put a link in there and join me. It's nothing planned. You just hop on and ask me a question or ask me anything about the academy, about what it's like to work with us. What's the mentorship? If you're wondering what's the investment, what's the cost, I already know that there's something missing. There's something missing in your business. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Okay. But I also know that there's no way you can decide for sure that this isn't the thing unless you get all your questions answered. There's no way I can provide enough information in these last 10 hours to you to make it specific to you. So I would love to hop on a call. Some of you I sent messages to today. So hello for being here. Say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know how many shows have you seen? Is this your first one, second one? Have you seen all 7 so far? And tell me where you are. And of course, just remember that we do have a Zoom call tomorrow. Okay. So just go to it's HTTPS, okay, joinconnie.com. And then you can hop in on the Zoom call. I'm going to be there live at noon, and usually just a half an hour, but I will stay as long as you all have questions, okay? So if you have questions, we have answers for you. Here's the reason why. We are working on this. So do you have your workbook for today? Go ahead and get your workbook. If you still don't have it, some of you are brand new to the group, and so get your workbook. We will get this to you. Just type hashtag workbook. And I have some amazing people down here. I have Sandy and Della, and we have our right here, and we again. I want to go over a little bit about what the Iconic Leadership Academy is. And then I'm going to show you this thing. This is what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, can you hold on just a minute? And I will show you what that is, that crazy thing, and why you're going to walk away with one as well. Okay, so what the Iconic Leadership Academy is something that we open the doors to a couple times a year. And why not all the time? Because I am actually the person who is going to be your mentor, your consultant, your guide, your coach. And so even though you're seeing me here, I'm actually the one coaching you. I'm actually the one who is your mentor and who's going to guide you to seven figures. Why? Because I'm the one who's done it 5 times in 5 completely different industries. So I have a little bit of experience with it, how it works. And I want to make sure that you build your business to 7 figures, 8 figures, and beyond, but you do it the right way. You can do it slow or you can do it fast, and we want to go fast. So what you're going to get is you're going to be working with me. You have access to me 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I'm working. Ask me anything. We have a special community where I hang out in, and that's where I do a lot of the mentoring. Then twice a week, we will coach together live. All right. And those sessions are focused on 2 really key areas. Number 1 is like the inside workings of your business, right? The strategic business growth strategies that we have to develop so that you can sit on a hot seat with me. And don't worry, I have gone until the questions stopped. All right. I have gone as long as 4 hours. And until you get your questions answered, we will be there. Okay. So it's not like you go in like, oh, they didn't get to me this time. If you can't make it, it's okay. Just put your question in advance and I'll answer it so you can watch the replay. You have access to, in our vault, everything that we've created before, all of the previous times I've been live. Even though you're just going to be coming in this week, you're still going to get everything back 4 years. Is that cool? So now you're going to get to work with me. We sit live kind of like this, except we can actually talk, right? It's more interactive. And we're going to put together the pieces of your business throughout the year. So I do work with you for a year. Some of you think, I just need a little thing. I just need a little nudge. I need something. Okay. Then you want to hop on a call with me and say, hey, I might not be interested in a whole year. I don't want to grow my business the whole year. I don't know anyone who doesn't want to grow their business an entire year. Okay. And then you want to hop on a call with me privately. Okay. And so hop on a call with me, say, hey, I just need this. I just need this nudge. This might take 1 session. Okay. It might take 1 call, but the thing is, you need to do something with your business. You can't do this alone anymore, right? So at whatever level we're going to work together, it's awesome. But ideally, you want to grow your business the entire year. It's going to be a rough year. Sorry, folks. Winter's coming. And you have to be dressed appropriately if you want your business to survive. Everyone I've been talking to this week has said this thing. Tell me if this is right for you. What you were doing a year ago is absolutely not working today. Have you noticed that? If you're still doing what you were doing a year ago, back in 22, maybe end of 21, if you're still doing that, I'll bet you your business has dropped about 50%. And it doesn't work anymore. because the world is changing way too fast. There used to be something called Moore's Law, where things double every certain number of months. Guess what? It quadrupled now. You can't keep up. You just can't keep up. So if you're still doing the old thing, I guarantee your business is going to fall. Just like if you keep your money in the market, right? Everybody knows the recession is coming and it's going to drop. Your housing price is going to drop. Okay. That doesn't mean you pull away from your business. That means you lean into your business. And so you need somebody who's been there with you before to take you through that. So we're going to take you from every part of your business that you need. You need to distinguish yourself. That's the first thing. You need to be distinguished from everybody else. So we're going to set up your brand. And we have a design team that will do all that. And you need web presence. You need websites and funnels and emails and all of that. You don't need to hire a copywriter. You don't need to hire a web designer. We do that for you. All right. So we're going to set that up. We're going to find the perfect market for you. Have you been struggling to find the right people? Have you noticed that it seems like all the people, places you went, there's no more money there. They're all like, I'm poor. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Well, that's not really what's happening. There are markets for that. You're just not in the right one. So we'll find those right markets for you, set you up as an expert and as an authority in those. And then we got to work on your messaging, right? We talked about a power pitch. That's your story one. But we have 24 different story vaults for you. We created vaults of stories already done for you that are customized, and you can customize and use those. If you don't tell a good story in your business, nobody's going to follow you, right? So you have to create a good story, and we have that all ready for you. There's story vaults for you as a CEO that you can go get those, all right? Now, you also need to make sure that you have the perfect product. That's what we did this week. Okay. That's the centerpiece is you need a $1 million model. And you saw our $1 million model is based on this. It's based on a cube, right? Now, we have to have our shape, but you create your own shape, right? What's the shape of your business? That was day 2 is creating your iconic brand and your shape. So most people, you guys know what this is, right? A Rubik's Cube, right? And somehow you're supposed to twist all this stuff and solve it, okay? And do you know people can solve this blindfold with their feet in less than a minute? But why is it we cannot solve our business? And we just keep twisting and turning, and it just gets more and more jumbled. And you can't even get one side to work right? It's still a mess. Does this feel like what your business is? Okay. So this is our business model, but it's a cube. And when you're working with us in the Iconic Leadership Academy, this is it. So straight on, it just looks like a square, right? But it's clear. You can see exactly what's going on. How many of you are lacking clarity? You can't figure out why the things aren't working in your business. And you would love to know. Think about this. If you're driving in a fog, what do? You have one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas. Why? Because you don't know what's coming. And so you keep slowing yourself down. But if you had absolute clarity, right? And you had a bit more dimension to your business, and it wasn't just, I just do this one thing. So this is what we're building for you. This is what your business will look like when you start working. This is what it feels like right now. Okay. So would you like to get rid of this and go into this? Okay. Because whichever side you land on, you have perfect balance in your business. That's what we're going to create. Right. So that's a lot more powerful than what a lot of people have been doing. Okay. How many of you have clients one-to-one, right? Just type one-to-one in the comments down below if you're doing clients one-to-one. And how would you like to change that? Because what if you could 10x your business? What if every meeting that you did, you got 10 times the clients instead of just maybe one? All right. I talked to someone this week, in the last week, and this person had 7 appointments, but didn't close any one of them. Right. So there's something going on there, because if you have 7 appointments, something's got to close, right? Or there's something wrong with the system. And that's what we want to fix. So we're going to make that perfect model. We're going to build a platform for you to speak on, for you to be an authority on, and however you want to do it. Some of you are going to write a book with us. Some of you want to speak. Some of you want a podcast. Some of you want a TV show. A lot of our clients have TV shows, and they said they would never, ever, ever get on video. Okay. So there's a platform for you to be known as the expert. And then we're going to also show you how do you hire the right people so that you don't have to do all the work. You don't have to be slaving over everything. And if you've tried to hire people before and it didn't work out, you love it. Have you know awesome people concierge? And so what about if you could do that? What if you could actually get the right to set up? The problem is you can't do it alone. You have to get good people. And so we're going to show you players. Just want to let you guys know. And we have had wonky internet all week long. but there's always something that everything is going to work. It might not. And I'm going to go to do is I'm going to give you guys something that's actually really funny. I want you to watch this for about 60 to 90. Watch this. If I can get my thing to show, watch this for a minute, and then tell me how you feel after to handle the controls here. So let me see. Hold on. If this changes the way How about now? Is it working now? Um, let's see. Okay. So sorry about that, folks. That's what happens when you go live. Um, so, where are we? We are actually right back here. Let's turn to day 8, because we were talking about everything that comes with the Iconic Leadership Academy. And one of the biggest problems right now is that people aren't able to do what they used to do. Oh, thank you, Polly. Nice to know that I'm back. I went off into the biosphere for a while. So, in your workbook, make sure you have your workbook. If you have a problem with this, if you need to fix your money blocks, right? Go ahead in your workbook. There's a sheet here on this, and this will tell you actually how you can program your mind for wealth. All right. We have a program called 21 Day Mind Mastery, and we're going to help you with that. But what some people might just need a little something to get a by. Okay. But today we're going to get out of this world. Okay. We're on day 8, and this is the final day. So tomorrow we have one more day, and then everything disappears. So we're going to build your biosphere. And how many of you, anybody build one of those before? Okay. This is really what it looks like. Okay. So this is my representation of your biosphere. Okay. And I know it looks kind of funky, right? So this is what you want to have in your business. See, this is the core of your business. This is your singular focus. All right. And if you have too many things, you're going to be scattered. What most people do is they have this. This is their business, all these things outside, okay? And they're focused on all these outer things, but they're missing the core, okay? And so what we do first, the reason we grow your business so fast is because we focus on the core, the central planet, right? The thing that makes everything revolve around it. But if you're focusing on all these other pieces, it's not going to work. You have to focus on the one thing first. And that's why you have to start with being a very distinguished brand. Okay. So there's 4 core parts for you to build a biosphere, right? Number 1, you have to be singularly focused. You have to have one core function, one core message, one core identity. Don't be everything to all people. If you have more than one product that you're trying to sell and you haven't made $1 million, you are going to create a nightmare for yourself. As a brilliant gentleman said today, I am my own bottleneck, right? You have to stop being your own bottleneck. So you have to be singularly focused. That's number 1. Number 2, the second core thing is you have to take ownership of your business. You have to be the center point. You have to be the lead. Okay. Stop behaving like an employee and doing all the grunt work and the little pieces. You need to be the central figure of your business. You need to be, when people say, oh, who's the best mindset person? You go to that person. Who's the best person for fitness? You go to that person. When they say who's the best person in real estate, you go to that person. You have to be the one person. You have to be the owner of it. Like, you have to be the central figure. All right. Until you get beyond $1 million, then you can take yourself out of that, but you still need to be that central figure. You need to be still the brand. And a lot of people are going away from that and they're looking like everyone else. No, we need to kind of disrupt by being your own person. Now, the other thing that you need is you need a system for massive appreciation. That's the third thing. You need massive appreciation of your assets and your value of your business in order to have that $1 million brand, right? So your flight plan needs to encompass that. And then the fourth thing, do you guys know what the fourth thing is? You actually need reprieve. You need rest, okay? Because you can't just keep building. You have to, at some point, take a break, right? Stephen Covey talks about this a lot in the 7 Habits, and that sometimes you have to stop and sharpen the saw, right? And that's what you have to do here, because once you build and it's accumulating, now you get up to a level that you can no longer do the same thing. So that's why those of you who said, yeah, the things I was doing last year and even a year and a half ago, can't do them anymore. Exactly. Here's the law of three. Every triple, you have to redo. So, okay, so let's say you're at 30 and you triple. Hi, Robin. Saw you pop up there. So if you triple that and you're at 90,000, guess what? Now you have to reinvent your business. Basically, you have to start from almost from scratch because your $90,000 business is nothing like what you ran at 30. Okay, so that's why that six-figure mark is really hard. So now you're at 100,000. Guess what the next break point is? The next break point is 300,000. And this is where you see a lot of people go, oh, I made six figures. And then they're in the low six figures. And then it gets really sticky. Okay. So that's another triple point. That's a break point in your business where you can no longer do what you did to get there. And then when you get to that million mark, like 900,000, you triple that 300,000. Guess what? It stops working again. You have to reinvent everything because you're on a new system, a new planet, if you will. Okay. And so, does it make sense? So, this is the law of three. We talked about it earlier in this week. If you didn't see that replay, go get it. Okay. We'll put the replay link down here below for you because you really, really want to go back and watch these in order. All right. So you understand. If you missed a couple days, that's okay. We can catch you up in person. Okay. Like, hey, I don't have time to watch that back. Can you catch me up on day 4? Or can you catch me up on day 2? We'll be happy to do that. Okay. And the thing is, you don't need to watch any of it. If you want to come into the academy, because you're going to get it all. You're going to get all the replays. Okay. And then you can watch it back at your own pace. So this is why it's so hard to keep doing what you were doing. You can't just keep doing the same old thing. It will not work. Your business will collapse. And there are regular breakpoints that it happens. And the same thing happens from 1 million. And then you get to 3 million, you see businesses start to collapse. A lot of CEOs and business owners, by the time they get to around 250, they're like, I don't need to do it as much. I'll just hire everybody, right? And then they get to 1 million, I'm just living on the beach, right? And guess what? Within 2 to 3 years, they will be gone. Their business will be wiped out. They didn't solidify it at the next break point. You see the same thing happening at 3 million. It's really hard to get to that from 1 to 3 because it's, again, a totally different business. And then the break is 10 million. Right? 10 million is a big threshold to get above. All right. Now, I can't talk to you about $100 million businesses. The best I did is 50. So you guys have to figure out, where am I and what's my break point? And do I have somebody who's been there who can take me to that next point? Okay. So I'd love to help you out. But those are the four cores, okay, that you need to put in here in your workbook. And then the 3 break points. Where are you in these break points? Because what you need is, you need kind of a zone, a system for life. You need to put it all into one package rather than a whole bunch of different ones. So this is really like, you're going to create your own sort of orbit, okay, where you have the central focus, but then you have the different aspects of that. Okay. And how do you look at this? Look at it like this, right? So you have one main formula, one main project or system that you use, right? But within that, you're going to have different little planets, right? Little cubes, as I like to call them, that you still need to work on. So if you're wondering, how do I go from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less? This is exactly it. This is actually the roadmap. Okay. Every single person that we work with follows this roadmap. But right, you're all in a different vehicle. Some of you are in a Hummer. Some of you are in a Corvette. Some of you are in a Gremlin, right? You could be in all different types of vehicles, but you're still going to be on the same road. Does that make sense? Why is this so important? Because what happens if the market switches, or you get out of your business, or you're bored with it, or you acquire another business? You still follow the same road. okay? You just are in a different vehicle. All right. And some vehicles are going to be rough and some are going to be easy. So you want to be in the right vehicle. That's what we want to focus on for you, because you're going to kind of climb up these different levels, right? And I just gave you these steps, right? These 4 cores. First, of course, you've got to master your mind. And then I said, you got to be singularly focused. You have to have ownership over your business. Growth and appreciation is essential. And then you got to rest and renew so you can reassess. Okay, great. I made it to the million. Now what do I want to do? Do I want to stay? Do I want to get to the 3 million? Do I want to take the 3 to the 10? Right? That's how simple it is. People are making scaling really hard. And it really technically is only 4 steps in working on your mind. It really, really is that easy. Okay. So, but what do you need to have? You need to have 4 key things, okay, in order to make a really good flight plan. Like, these are the things that you have to pack. Okay. You have to pack your offer with simplicity. The power of simplicity is everything. It's the energy, it's the fuel, right? And it is the first thing. Without that, you can't have a real good business. It's too cumbersome. You must have it individualized, right? You have to be in your own vehicle. Remember the story about my Ferrari, when I bought my Ferrari and it had a big problem and it wouldn't move? I couldn't get it to move. Yeah, whose problem was that? It was mine. It was an individuality problem, right? So I had to switch from an Italian car to a German car in order to get it to move. Now, the next thing that you have to have in your flight plan is speed. Have you ever seen a plane take off really slowly? It does it, right? If it's going really, really slowly, it's still on the runway. It's not getting airborne. So you have to have speed in order to make your business take off. And of course, the magic of intimacy. And that's where a lot of people miss. They're getting a little caught up in AI and all this other stuff. And you have to connect with people one on one. So, what I want to do is connect with you guys and connect with you one on one and take a look at your business. Like, because it's fun to be up here and talking to you directly, but I can't like answer your stuff. I can't say, oh gosh, don't do that. I got to warn you though, I'm going to be really honest. I'm not going to say, oh, that's nice. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you guys are willing to hear the truth about your business, like that'll work, or that's not going to work, or you're really close, I'll just tell you the truth. Is that okay? Because it saves so much time when you tell the truth. So tell me if that's okay. If I got on call with you, would it be okay if I just told you the truth about your business and where you can take it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes.
All right. That's what I want. Now, some of you are going to say no. Nope, 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 no. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Okay. That's okay. Who's a yes and who's a no? Who would love to know exactly what it takes to get your business off the ground, to create a flight plan? Because that's what we're going to do. Okay. So I want to customize a plan for you, and it's going to have these 4 core elements of your biosphere. We have to get you clarity. All right. We're going to make you distinguished. We're going to do what we call an audit of your avatars. Okay. Don't worry, it's not boring or hard. And then we're going to build your attraction axis. You have to have this intersection of knowing exactly what to say. So forget the copywriters. We have all that for you. We'll even do 6 months of your emails. Okay, we'll design all the stuff. So all that stuff is taken care of. It's all done for you. All right. And then we're going to make sure we have the perfect pathway for you to follow to make money. Some of you are on the wrong pathway to make money and you're doing it slow. Okay. So we want to leverage that so you make more money. We're going to look at your product. What is your model? How do we need to make it work? Okay. If you're using one model and you're trying to have it do 14 different things, it's not going to work. Okay. And maybe you know by now that you need high ticket and you need only one model, but you don't know which one. Like, how can we kill one of the darlings, right? We don't want to, but we want one. Okay. As some of you have one and you're making enough money that we can now leverage that and turn it into multiple products, but not until you cross a certain income threshold. Okay. And then your power platform. How are we going to make you the hero. Now we're going to then focus on your cash flow. Once your systems are all laid out, we know how everything is going. We got to focus on your cash flow. And right, if you're going to have a rocket, you have to be able to afford to fuel it. So we're going to get your A players. We're going to have you master closing deals. Not so much about, don't worry about selling. Okay. You don't have to worry about selling. You just have to master closing. Okay. Because you can sell all day long, but if you can't close a paper bag, you're not going to make money. And this is where a lot of people fail. They're like, I'm so good on my sales process, but they can't close it. There's a reason. And then we're going to establish all the systems that you need so you don't have to work so hard. So you ultimately end up with a 7-figure year. Now, the cool thing is it's very, very simple to do, right? So here's how it looks. This is how we're going to customize your flight plan. You book a call, right?
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an S. Yeah!
All right, you're going to say yes to a phone call. Some of you I've reached out to, some of you that have a business. I've been stalking you all, looking for what's your business and help you out with that. And then I'm going to design a strategy for you, okay? A strategy that'll take you to the next level of your business. How many of you don't have a strategic plan? You're just kind of winging it every day. You don't even know if what you're doing will work, okay? And then you can decide, okay, I like this program, I like this strategy, and then you make more money. It's that simple, okay? 4 simple steps, and we will optimize everything that you do. Because here's what you need, right? What's in your flight plan? These are the pieces that you need in your flight plan. You need training, okay? Because you're going to be crossing a break point. You need to know what you do at the next level. You need the systems in place so you don't have to hustle and grind every day. You definitely don't want to reinvent the wheel. So take our templates, our checklists, our models, our formulas, take our framework. All right. Use our websites, use all of our emails, use all that stuff that's been pre-designed for you so you don't waste time on it. And that way you have a very high quality professional company. You also will get all the support. We're here for you all the time. We work with you as much as you need us. And you also have the fellowship of like-minded entrepreneurs. And we're going to take you through milestones and checklists so you know exactly where you are and where you need to do, what you need to do to get to the next level. Okay, so it's really, really simple. And remember, everything is designed around the 4 steps. Okay, that's a system that you need to do. So what do you have to do next? Really simple. You can just text me. Okay, there's I know it's a toll-free phone number. Had them for 20 years. And I think Angie was talking about yesterday. She found me after a number of years and she's like, oh my God, your phone number does not change. So text me personally. That is not a bot. You're not going to get an automated thing coming back at you. That'll be me. So that'll have all kinds of typos in there. Text me. Okay. And say, hey, I want to get a strategy for my business. I need a strategic plan to take my business to the next level. All right. So just text me and just, you can just say one wording and say help or want to call. I want to call, or I have some questions, or I want to see the Iconic Leadership Academy, or I'm interested in Mind Mastery Program, whatever you want to do. Okay. Just text. It's 888 in case you're listening and not seeing. It's 888-335-0557. Okay. 888-335-0557. Remember, we're all focused on speed and simplicity. This is how we're going to take you there. The whole flight plan that we're going to create for you is designed around what we're teaching you this week. It is going to be, you're going to have that one vision. What do you really want to do? Right? We have one offer, one group, one meeting, 1 million. Okay. It's that simple and it's that fast. Okay. And it happens in a year. So think about this. Last year, think about Valentine's Day last year, somewhere between Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day last year. Where were you? How much did you make a month last year? More or less than now? Okay. And what if you could 10x it? You could do it 10 times the amount. Okay. But if you haven't changed from one year to the next, then it's a problem with your model. You don't have $1 million model. And that's what we were teaching you all week, is how do you build $1 million model with simplicity. Okay. So schedule your appointment. We're waiting for you. We have a wonderful reception. We'll take good care of you. And just so you know, we do have our new Iconosphere coming up. That is our software that's designed with everything around our system coming in. And if you are coming into the Iconic Leadership Academy, this is the only time you will actually get that for free into your account. Okay. After this, we are raising our prices $5,000 after we close the doors this time. Why? Because this is a very expensive program to build and maintain, and everybody will get it afterwards, but you are paying for it. Okay. So I want to make sure that you guys know you are getting this included in this opening of the Iconic Leadership Academy. So, and remember, we take care of everything for you. Like, I have a program and I don't know how to build my program. We've got all of that for you. We've got the tools, the resources. We've got already done for you Trello boards. Everything is there. So, hey, I need to design my program. Great. We've got that for you. If you're working on social and you're building your business organically, I literally wrote the book on how to do that. Okay. I built my whole company up to $1 million 100% organically. You need to build your geometric product sequence, your GPS, the tool that's going to navigate that roadmap to get people there. We've got that for you. Okay. We have the whole book on that. Every question you need. Your entire year, by the way, is based on this. Okay. So you have one resource to go to with everything in it to build your business. What are you trying to do? Right? We're going to figure out this whole problem. The people problem, their problem, what's the product they need, what's the plan we're going to put them on, and then how do you profit? That's how simple it is. Okay. You guys don't have to make it any more complex, but we are going to put you in this 1% club. Okay. So you are going to be able to stand out. It's so simple to get started, right? You just simply watch this, right? Get the replays. Type #replay if you want that. Okay. And utilize the tools that we're giving you. And then you got to decide, you got to pivot. Is it time to pivot? If it is, book a call, and then I'll design a strategic plan for you in your business. But the thing is, this is it. This is where we are. You have to actually turn your business around. I love going on road trips, but think of this, okay? If you're driving on this road, and it doesn't matter which direction you're going, okay? If you are driving on this road and you say, no, I don't want to pivot. I don't want to turn. I don't want to turn. I just want to keep going the way I'm going. What is going to happen? Right? You're going to fall off a cliff. All right. So I want you guys to really, really, really understand that no matter how much you want to stay doing what you're doing, okay, this is good enough. This is okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. You have to understand, get the replays like Robin. Okay. Watch them, figure out, what do I need to do? Which is my big hole? If you didn't take the SOAR quiz, type #SOAR and take the quiz. You'll see your big block. Okay. And if you are trying to grow a business, but you're unwilling to follow the rules of the road, which mean the economy is changing, the market's changing, whether we want it or not, it's going to change, right? When I crossed the $1 million mark, then we had what's called a strategic inflection point, right? It was like, wow, everything we were doing to get to $1 million doesn't work anymore. Now we have to flip it and do it again, right? To get to 3 million. And you know what's going to happen? In about a year and a half, I'm going to have to flip it again. And take it to 10 million. So it's going to change. Whether I want to, I just want to drive straight, like, hey, I'm making $1 million, I just want to drive straight. Can't, right? You have to pivot. Every time you come to certain levels, you have to turn in that road. Now, the question is, where are you? Okay. Do you know when that's coming? Okay. Do you have any signposts that say, oh, here it is? And then the other problem that people have is, they're taking too many steps. They're like, Oh, this is going to be so hard. There's so much to do. Oh, it'll take forever. I'm just going to stand right here. I'm just going to contemplate this. Just going to think about it. Okay. Or maybe you're like one of this. Yep, I'm ready. I want to soar. I'm doing it. I'm all in. And I'm just dreaming about it. I'm not doing anything about it. Okay. So that's that's where we're trying to kind of wake you up from your dream, wake you up from the slumber. Okay. And we're going to help you design your perfect program. Okay. We're going to help you name it. We're going to help you frame it. We're going to help you game it. And we're going to help you claim it. So you're going to claim being the leader in that in your industry. But where does it all start? It starts with singularity. You have to get that singularity effect. And every business I've seen so far from everyone that's here, I'm looking at all your profiles, I'm clicking on your links, I'm looking at your websites, I'm looking at your offers, and um, ruh-roh, there's too much. Okay. I want to get you guys to simplify, simplify, simplify. Just this clear, this simple. All right. We'll design it for you. We'll design it with you. We'll take a look at what you have. Some of you have things that are great. Some of you have things that need to be modernized. Okay. And we want to make sure that we get you there. There's nothing that we leave out. We cover the mindset aspect of it for you because that's very important. We also cover the business strategy around it. We cover the support, right? You can have as many hop in as many times as you want. We do sales labs. So you take your sales calls and you submit it and we'll audit it for you, right? And we'll tell you, oh, do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay, I can't sit on them with you. Okay, we have a service if you need some help with your calls. We have that. Okay, but we have got to get you off of this, right? This roller coaster thing that most businesses are on. It's getting a little nauseating, right? It's just like, oh my God, I'm trying this, trying this, trying this, and you're constantly on this ride. And we want you to get to a point of rest. Okay. So is this making sense to you guys? So in here, all throughout here, right? You can find to book a call with us, right? Because tomorrow we're going to be on Act 9 and we're going to be done. It's sad. Okay. I want to take you all with me, but I can't. Only a few of you I can work with on a constant basis in the Iconic Leadership Academy. Again, it is me. You're working with me. You don't have to worry about the money. We have, I have financing and we can stretch your payments out as long as 9 years. Did you hear that? 9 years? Nobody does this. Okay. So we can stretch your payment out as long as 9 years, make it really small. Because I know some of you are just getting started. Like, I don't have a lot to get started with. But if you think about it, what we're going to do to your business, maybe your product is $1,000, but we change it to $5,000. How many clients do you think you need? Okay. The average person that comes into the Iconic Leadership Academy will earn their investment back in 1 to 3 months. 1 to 3 months. Okay. So you just have to follow the 4 steps. How's that sound? Sound good? Give me a yes if it sounds good. So my question to you is, are you ready for an appointment? Are you ready to call and have me?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Are you ready to have? Oh, there's a yes. Awesome. Oh, are you ready to have a strategic plan that will skyrocket your business and elevate your mind so you no longer have the things that are holding you back? And you want to know, just so you don't feel like, oh, is it just me? I'll show you this. Okay. These are the common things that people are holding back on. All right. These are the 5 barriers that people have to moving forward. It's like, oh, I just don't have enough time. Right. Okay. I think time is running out. Okay. Look at what's happening. Remember that hairpin turn is coming. So you don't have enough time to waste. I get it. But when we work with you, we're going to take about 80% of the things on your plate off the plate. Okay. Some of you are thinking, I just need to have somebody come in and do this and this and this for me and I'll be good. No, you need to not be doing this and this and this. Okay. I'm going to remove things that you don't even think you should remove. Okay. Because you're overburdened with what you're doing. I don't have enough money. Sorry, it's not an objection here. We have financing for anybody, but you do have to have a credit score above 500, and you can't have foreclosed and repoed last week. Okay, those are the criteria. You shouldn't be in business then. Okay, and it won't work for me. So that's a very common question that people have. I don't know. It's not going to work for me, not for my business. Of course, it's not when you don't have enough information. So call and have your questions answered. Right? You're going to hop on a first 10-15 minute call with us, and don't worry. Don't bring your credit card or anything. Okay, we're not asking you for money or anything, but we are trying to find out if you do have a business that we can help. And if I cannot help you, you still want to have a business, so we will point you in the right direction. What's the next thing that holds people back is I don't believe you, right? Of course you can't, because you haven't seen enough. So as we say, seeing is believing. So say, no, it's not going to work. I see the plan that you laid out for me, but it's not going to work. Perfect. Okay. If you see the plan and you like it and you know it would work, but you don't want to work with us, then take the plan and go do it on your own. Okay. But our plans work. So we've been doing this several decades. I'm not going to age myself that much today, but we've been doing this a long time. So we know what works in different industries. We've done it before. And the other thing is I can do it by myself. And yes, you absolutely can do it by yourself. The difference is speed. Okay. The difference is risk. You risk a lot. Okay. And the time, how much time are you going to put into it? When you can rent our team, right? You've got our wives that you can steal. Why waste time trying to find somebody and hire them when we have the people right here? Okay. So I know these are the most common barriers that people have to hopping on a call. It's just a call. Okay. It's just a call to say, what if this is the one thing that would change your business and add another 100,000 or $1,000,000 onto your bottom line? And I don't bite. You can ask anyone who's had a call in the history of the last, minute. No, just kidding. 4 years here. Nobody ever said, oh, it was the worst call ever. We have a lot of things that we can show you where people say, hey, this was one of the most life-changing calls we had. So all I want you to do today is we want to build out your own biosphere. Okay. We want you the centerpiece and not one of these orbiting things spinning around and around and around. Okay. You need to be the centerpiece of your business. We need to unblock all the things that are going on, because if you don't, here's what's going to happen. Okay. Do you guys remember one of these? Can you see this? Okay. A slinky. Oh, what a wonderful toy. This is what's happening with a lot of businesses, isn't it? Okay. It's kind of a joke, or it's toy, right? But what does a slinky do? It's just subject to gravity, right? And don't you love these? Remember, you could put them and you could go down the steps, right? And it would just automatically go on its own. Okay, that's the laws of physics, which we talked about, right? But a slinky, if your business is a slinky, okay, it's going like this, but it's not going up. A slinky doesn't go up, does it? No, a slinky goes down, okay? And so this is what happens is if you're allowing yourself to treat your business like a slinky, you're subject to the gravity of what's going on. We all know the market is in a recession. We all know it's going to get worse, okay? And in a recession is the time to grow. Do you know all 5 of my multi-million-dollar businesses were started in a recession? Every single one of them. Okay. And from zero, from scratch, no outside funding. And I started them all with just me. Okay. Because I was like, I need a different thing. I want to do something different. And I started something new. And I started them because I realized, hey, there's a problem out there and I can solve that. And I did. And I made a lot of money. And so now that we're coming into a tough market, this is what I always say, write this down. The money is in the meltdown. Okay. We're about to have a meltdown, folks. Okay. We had a meltdown with the pandemic a couple years ago, right? Guess what? When did my business hit 1.4 million in 9.5 months? In a pandemic. Okay. We're about to have another meltdown, guys. Do you know how excited I am about this? I'm just telling you it's coming, but you have to be dressed appropriately for the winter. All right. Stop standing there naked in the middle of the intersection thinking, wow, what happened? Okay. I have the solution for you guys. All you have to do is hop on a call. Okay. In that 10, 15-minute call, you'll know, hey, I think there might be something here. I'm going to take a closer look. But that first 10 to 15-minute call is not locking you into anything. Please don't bring a credit card. And we will look at your business, get an overview of it, and say, yep, that's an industry I work in. Okay. We talked to somebody yesterday, and he said, oh, I have this business and this business. And you know what? Both of them were not businesses that I work with. They're not industries that I work with. Okay. So I will tell you right up front if it's something that I work with. Okay. If not, I will point you in the right direction. But I'm not going to waste your time or my time creating, falseness that this is going to work when you're in the wrong business. Okay. And remember, what my specialty is putting money into your business, earning you income. All I focus on is scaling your business. Okay. And elevating your mind. So both happen at the same time, exact same formula, one place. You don't need anything else. You don't need anything outside. Okay. The only outside thing, the two outs, people go, what else do I have to buy after this? I recommend two things. Number one, you need a platform to house all your sites. That's $99 a month. Okay. You don't need that right away. You don't need that. You could go 9 months without that. Okay. Earn some money first. And then the other thing you need is something that we love, which saves us about $20, 20 hours a week of time. And he's George. His name is George. He's software and he simplifies your life so much. Okay. So George is about $20 a month. So if you want to know what other outside things, don't you hate it when you go into a program or you get something like, oh, you have to get, ClickFunnels for $400 a month, and then you need ActiveCampaign, and then you need this, and you need this, and you need this. And there's nothing wrong with those softwares. It's just expense, right? And so right now, I just want to let you know, I highly recommend those two things, $120 a month. Okay. Don't have to start with them. Okay, I certainly didn't. Okay, now as we go forward into the next quarter, you guys will have Conosphere, and so you don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. Okay, so who's ready? Who's ready to become iconic?
Yes. Yeah, baby. Yes.
All right. Give me a yes, type Academy down below. I will reach out to you and we will hop on a call, and you have until midnight to get the Iconosphere program in there and to save $5,000. Oh, my team wanted me to tell you one more thing. This is super important. Okay. Number one, get your, this is not what they want to say, but get your replays in. Okay. Watch them. They're going to disappear. I will take them down at midnight on the 8th. That's midnight Pacific time. Okay. So you got to watch what you can. You can watch at fast speed. If you want to keep them, if you're like, I don't have time, I can't watch 9 shows in one day, then say keep, type hashtag keep down below. If you want to keep the replays, type hashtag keep, and I'll help you out. If you have points, okay, a lot of you had points. Some of you, I'm heartbroken, right? Your name was drawn out of a hat when we did our ticket drawing, and you weren't here. Oh, and we keep all of your points, right? We've kept all of your points and on a tracker to know how many points you have from when you comment, and who's the board, the leader on all of it. We know where you are, but guess what? Your points are really valuable. Your points are worth 10 times the amount of points you have. If you have 50 points, that's $500. Okay. That's $500 you can use towards your mentorship. And you got 1,000 points. Guess what that is? That's $10,000 towards your mentorship. So don't let it sit there and expire. Okay. Don't let your sort of coupon expire. Okay, I think I'm back. So if you missed any of that, I just want to say book your call, meet with me. Okay, it's harmless. I don't bite. Book your call. Just type callconnie.com. Thanks, Clara. Clara wants to keep all the videos. We got it, Clara. No problem at all. And let's get you off the roller coaster and be here tomorrow at we are here getting you off the roller coaster. We're going to be here at 5 p.m. tomorrow. It is the very, very last day. I have a special surprise, but take your points. Okay. Just type points in the comments if you want to know how many points you accumulated, because that is money. Okay. Type hashtag points if you want to know how many points do I have. I'll reach out to you and let you know how many points you have, and then let's hop on a call and let's see what you want to apply those points to, because you can 10x your points. All right, you guys, see you tomorrow, and have a